Hey folks, Mac T here, and I have a viewer submitted repair video on a first gen Ford Edge rear wheel bearing replacement. It is not an all-wheel drive, it is just a front wheel drive, but hey, he learned from other viewers, including Edwin that did one before, and hey, he wanted to put his take on it and gave me the video to post. So Shane went at it, he did the repair, and I think he has a take on it just like Edwin did. Get it done, and he's gonna, he provided us with the video to show us how he did it. And as with all things, it takes a village, and if everybody shares the village knowledge, we can all fix our Ford Edge in our garage, at home, in the driveway, or wherever we need to. So let's go ahead and see how Shane did it on his, I think it was a 2010, but it might be a different year. I forget which year it was, but it's a first gen Edge, front wheel drive, and he needed a rear wheel bearings because he's going on a long trip. So he went ahead and got them done and on the road. So let's follow along what he did.
So I've taken out all the bolts, and outside of the lug nuts, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I said there was 10. That's what there is. Real super simple. And again, like Edwin said, this is a little expensive. I didn't have time to go down to the junkyard and find a piece. I only have a few days before we go on our road trip, and we're doing roughly 2,000 miles round trip. So wanted to make sure my hubs were good, and they were making some weird noises, some humming. And again, Edwin inspired me to do this. So super easy. This was a little more expensive. The hubs were, I think, like $47 a piece, roughly, from Rock Auto, I believe. And then this whole assembly was brand new. Everything came with it. It was kind of one of the questions I was having in the back of my head, is if the brake pads came with it, the parking brake pads, and already assembled. It did. It was awesome. Didn't have to do anything. They were already there. And now it's just just put it in. So right now, everything is off. Everything is ready to be pulled out. I did change my my discs and my brakes the other probably 6 months ago. That's why that's there. So everything came out. All the bolts came out pretty easy. Now it's just, is this thing going to come out easy? And I don't think so. So I'm gonna have to go hammer on it. So I will be back. All right. So I got the 4 bolts out. Real easy. What I did was I had to use a kind of a long extension. See if I can get that all the way in there. I had to use a long extension just so it was out far enough. Here, something like that. Worked out real good. And then I just used the extension kind of at the end to get it all the way out. Right. So got everything apart real quick. There's a little bit of noise, definitely not as bad as Edwin's. But I have some really bad humming. I don't know what it was doing, and we're going on a trip to Iowa from Utah, so I figured, watched Edwin do his, and it was inspiring, so I thought I would do mine. So yeah, so I got this all ready to take out. I still got the 4 bolts in the back, back here. Just gonna take them out by hand real quick, and then take it all apart and see how long it takes me to actually get this piece off, because it did take me a while on the other side. But there you go. So it's not too bad. So what I did was I just used my rubber mallet and kind of hit down on this, and it wanted to spin, and then I hit up on that, kind of spinning it back and forth, and it broke free pretty good. And there we have it. Again, like Edwin said, I am not dealing with trying to save that. That is just a big old piece of garbage. And I will clean that all up. There's my disc. Again, my parts. And just like that, we're in business. So it's real easy. Again, 10 bolts, a couple hammers. That's about it, and it works great. Thank you, Edwin. Okay, Mac T. I did the rear hub based off of Edwin's video. Extremely simple. He did a great job, so I figured I would show you kind of the end results. I did go with the brand new knuckle. This piece, all this was pre-assembled. I didn't have the time. I got a road trip I'm going on, and I got a couple days to get this done, and didn't have time to go down to the junkyard and find something. But it was kind of expensive, about $160 a piece for this, which comes pre-installed, that the brake shoe or the parking brake, and then obviously got this rear wheel hub. I think Rock Auto is where I got that. And here is my old one. Pretty nasty. It absolutely was not going to come out. It was even hard to get all of this, just to get this piece to come off. Looks like it was pretty welded on there by the rust, so I doctored up this a lot on the new one. Went right back in real easy, super easy. Buddy has a lift that I can use, so I thought I'd come down here and use it. And real simple back here. Mine is a 2008, so it didn't have the T20 for that. This is an 8mm. I didn't have an 8mm, so I had to find just a wrench. But I did buy the T60, which worked perfect. And then I got a bunch of extensions and whatnot from AutoZone, the Duralast. So yeah, it was awesome. Did everything Edwin said. Even did that up there with the holding it up. What I didn't do though was I did not take apart the top piece of the caliper. I just took it off as one piece rather than as two pieces. And then I took off that the parking brake while the old piece was still attached. A little hard to do that, but I was able to get that. And now I'm just putting it back together. I got my left side to do, and I might video that. But other than that, this is what we did. Thank you, Edwin, for a great video. All right, so it's all back together. Just gonna put the disc on and the caliper and the tire, but just wanted to show you kind of what I did was bunch of never sees or anti-sees on the hub. I also I'll show you on the old one, because I forgot to show you here, but essentially behind where the splash shield sits up against where those bolts are on the back side, I put it on the splash shield and on the frame where it all attaches. And essentially so I did it here on the rotor, and then I did it here where this piece, I did it here on the rotor, or sorry, on the hub, and then did it where this attaches to here. So on the back side of this. So I've never seized everything or anti-seized everything. And then you'll see the bolts are all in there. See, it's all messy and sloppy and whatnot, but that is it on the inside. And then I got those three left. Two big ones are for the caliper, and then the little one is for the brake line. And I will put everything else, the tires and everything, back on. But yeah, that's where. So it was super simple. Again, thanks to my buddy Jeff. He has a lift, so this would have made it super easy. Beautiful light in here, out in the middle of nowhere in Utah. It's got a little farm out here, and it just, I couldn't imagine. I mean, I didn't want to lift it one side at a time. Also, what I was able to do, just because it's up, I rotated my tires, because I already was taking them off anyways, so rotated my tires, and now that's all good. So thank you again. This was fun.
Sorry for the wind here a little bit, but anyway, as you can see, Shane got it done. He went on his vacation, and I did not hear any complaints from him about the repair, so hey, he did a good job, and a thumbs up for Shane for providing us with this information to help us maintain our Ford Edges. Remember, like, subscribe, join MACTFORDEDGE, and subscribe, folks. Make sure you subscribe. Help support the channel. Over 500 videos on Ford Edge repairs and everything else. So, again, support us. My feet hit the floor today. I'm having a great day. I want you to have a great day, too. Remember, Band of One, Mercy Grill's always got one-liners. And, hey, help support the MACTFORDEDGE Facebook group and MeWe group.
Thank you for watching MACT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Girl production.